Hello Primary 5, how are you? Hope that you're fine. Today we're going to start Unit 11, Reading, Helping Other People. Are you ready to start? In this lesson, you're going to read about a woman who helped other people all her life. She came from Jamaica. Jamaica is an island in the sea near America, as you see this island. She helped these people, the wounded soldiers, the patients. She worked in army camps and gave out medicine. The information about Mary Seacole is a biography, and a biography is the story of somebody's life that is written by another person. The events in a person's life are told in order, as you're gonna read. This is the beginning of the biography of Mary Seacole. Mary Seacole was born in Jamaica in 1805. She married Edwin Seacole in 1836. The biography also tells us how Mary felt or what she thought at different times in her life. New vocabulary. Autobiography. What does it mean by autobiography? Is a book about a person's life written by the person. Biography is a book about a person's life also but written by another person. Alien. Alien is a strange and unknown creature from space. Afterwards. Afterwards means to a later time. Heroine. Heroine is a woman who other people think is a good and brave person. Recount. To tell and describe. University. Place of education for adult students. It's reading time now. Please pay attention to the text.
Pupils book, page 112, Unit 11. Helping other people. Reading. Mary Seacole, her early life. Mary Seacole was born in Jamaica in 1805. Her father was a soldier in the British Army. Her mother owned a hotel. Many soldiers from the British Army stayed there. They were often ill with diseases that are found in hot countries. Mary's mother looked after the soldiers and she made medicines for them. When she was a young girl, Mary watched her mother and learned from her. When she was older, she helped her mother to look after the people in the hotel. Sometimes she helped in the British Army hospital too. Working as a nurse. Mary married Edwin Seacole in 1836. Over the next few years, she had many difficulties. The hotel burned down in 1843 and had to be rebuilt. Her husband died in 1844, and her mother died very soon afterwards. Mary was very sad, but she decided to work hard. The hotel was now hers. She continued to nurse sick people and she became well known. She traveled to Central America and nursed many patients there too. More and more people knew about her work. A war far away. In 1854, Mary heard about a war far away in the south of Russia. British soldiers were fighting Russian soldiers. Many men were dying in battle. They were dying in the hospitals because of germs and diseases. Mary wanted to help. The doctors in Jamaica said that Mary Seacole was a good nurse. They wrote a letter to the British government. Mary took it to London, but the government would not send her to the war. Mary thought that they did not like her brown skin. She thought they wanted only English nurses. helping wounded soldiers. Mary travelled to the war on her own. She visited the hospital of Florence Nightingale, another famous nurse. Florence Nightingale did not want Mary either. Mary travelled closer to the war. She built her own hotel near to the British Army's camp. She looked after sick and wounded soldiers. She worked hard until the end of the war in 1856. The return to London. Mary returned to London, but she had no money. Many important people knew about her work in the war. There were stories about her in the newspapers. People gave her money. She wrote her autobiography, and she recounted all her travels and adventures. She died in 1881. A heroine at last. People forgot about her for nearly 100 years. Everyone knew about Florence Nightingale, but Mary Seacole's work was not remembered. Recently, that has changed. Now, children learn about her in school. New buildings in universities are named after her. When she faced difficulties in her life, she tried harder. She traveled across the world to help other people. She had little money, and she was not important, but she still helped. Now people think of her as a real heroine.
I want you to think in the answer for these questions. Take your time, pause the video, read again, and find the answer for these questions. Thank you.